For any business to really make it, doesn't matter if they're selling coffee or coding software, understanding their costs isn't just some nice to have. It's absolutely fundamental. It's the bedrock of pretty much every decision they make. But let's be honest, getting a handle on all those numbers can feel like a huge task. So how do they actually do it? Well, let's dive in and find out.
Warren Buffett really hits the nail on the head with this one. Price, that's just the number on the tag. But value, that's what you feel you're getting out of it. And for a business, that's not just some lofty philosophical idea, it's literally survival. They have to get that balance just right to win you over.
Right? And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? To figure out a price that's fair for you and profitable for them, a business has to know, down to the last cent, what it costs to create their product. And this isn't about guesswork. Oh no. This is where the super precise world of accounting steps in. To make sense of it all, it helps to stop thinking about accounting as just boring spreadsheets. Instead, let's imagine it as a specialized toolkit, a business toolkit, and each tool inside has a very specific job to do when you're building and running a company. Okay, let's open up this toolkit. What do we got inside? Well, there are three essential instruments. First up, we've got financial accounting. Think of this as the official scoreboard. It's what tells everyone on the outside, investors, banks, how the company did last year. Then there's cost accounting. This is our magnifying glass, perfect for zooming in on all the tiny details of production costs. And finally, we have management accounting. This is the roadmap that uses all that other info to figure out where the business is going next.
All right, let's start by picking up that magnifying glass. We're going to get a really close look at cost accounting, the tool that's all about dissecting every single expense that goes into making the thing they sell.
Okay, so that's the textbook definition. And yeah, it sounds a little dense, but the core idea is actually pretty simple. It's just the whole system for tracking every single penny spent to make something. It's about turning a messy pile of receipts and invoices into information you can actually use.
So why do all this detailed detective work? Because it's incredibly powerful. It lets a business figure out the exact cost for each item, say for one single cup of coffee, so they can set a price that guarantees a profit. It helps them spot wasteful spending, plan smarter budgets for the future, and most importantly, find those hidden ways to be more efficient that can give them a real edge.
All right, magnifying glass down for a second, let's grab our next tool, management accounting. This is where we stop looking so much at the past and start using all that data to make smart moves for the future. This is the company's roadmap.
Now, the key thing to get here, the really crucial point, is that this information is for internal use. This stuff isn't for investors or the government. It's made exclusively for the managers, the people who are actually steering the ship. It's all about giving them the data they need to make better decisions day in and day out.
And this is where that roadmap really comes to life. Management accounting gives you the hard data for the big calls. For our coffee shop, it helps answer questions like, should we launch a new pastry line? Or is it time to open a second location? It's used to forecast sales, to check if teams are hitting their targets, and to set clear, data-driven goals that get everybody pulling in the same direction. It's basically the engine of a company's strategy.
So we've got the magnifying glass of cost accounting and the roadmap of management accounting. They definitely work together, but they are very distinct tools. To make that crystal clear, let's just put them side by side and see how they stack up. This chart really lays it out. Just look at the approach row. See that? Cost accounting is purely historical. It's looking backwards at what already happened. But management accounting, it's all about the future, trying to predict and shape what's coming next. One is all about the hard numbers of the past. The other uses those numbers plus other insights to plan for the future.
Now for one last comparison. Let's put our roadmap, management accounting, up against that public scoreboard, financial accounting. The difference is pretty huge. Management accounting is for the internal team only. There are no fixed rules, and reports are made whenever they're needed. Financial accounting, on the other hand, is for everybody on the outside, investors, banks, you name it. It has to follow super strict regulations, like GAAP, that's generally accepted accounting principles, and its reports come out on a fixed schedule. So one is a flexible guide for the future, and the other is a rigid record of the past.
So in the end, it all comes back to our toolkit. I mean, every business today is practically drowning in data. But just having the data isn't enough. The real secret to success often boils down to a pretty simple question. Are they using the right tools, the scoreboard, the magnifying glass, and the roadmap, not just to see where they've been, but to thoughtfully and strategically build where they're going?